Today, we're diving into a meeting between Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and U.S. President Donald Trump at the White House. From trade talks to global tensions, this meeting was packed with big moments. Giorgia Meloni became the first European leader to meet President Trump face-to-face since he announced hefty tariffs on EU imports earlier this month. This wasn't just a courtesy call. Meloni was on a mission to ease trade tensions and strengthen U.S.-Italy ties. Let's talk about why this meeting mattered and what went down. First, some background. The U.S. and the European Union have been locked in a tense trade standoff. Trump's 20% tariffs on EU goods, now paused for 90 days at a 10% baseline, have sparked fears of a full-blown trade war. Italy, as the EU's third largest exporter to the U.S., has a lot at stake. With a $43.9 billion trade surplus with America in 2024, Meloni, often called the Trump whisperer for her good rapport with him, was seen as Europe's best shot at calming the waters.
But at the end of the day, look, somebody calls me, I was saying it before, such a Western nationalism. I don't know if it is the right word, but I know that when I speak about West, mainly I don't speak about a geographical space. I speak about a civilization. And I want to make that civilization stronger. So I think even if we have some problems, okay, between the two shores of the Atlantic, it is the time that we try to sit down and find solutions. So I want to thank President Trump for having accepted an invitation to pay an official visit to Rome in the near future, and consider a possibility in that occasion to meet also with Europe. The goal for me is to make the West great again. Okay? And I think we can do it together.
We can.
She's even been praised by Trump as a fantastic leader who's taken Europe by storm. Talk about a power duo. So what did they talk about? The big focus was trade and tariffs. Meloni pushed for a zero-for-zero tariff deal, aiming to eliminate tariffs on both sides to avoid economic fallout. Trump, while saying he's in no rush to finalize deals, expressed confidence that a trade agreement with the EU could be reached within weeks, boasting it'd be no problem. Sounds optimistic, but we'll see if the numbers add up. They also touched on defense. Trump has long pressed NATO allies like Italy to hit the 2% GDP defense spending target. One tense moment, Ukraine. Meloni's been a strong supporter of Kyiv, while Trump has criticized Ukrainian President Zelensky, claiming the war wouldn't have started on his watch. When asked about this, Meloni carefully sidestepped, focusing instead on shared values like fighting woke ideology and curbing migration. Smart move to keep things friendly. Trump accepted Meloni's invitation to visit Rome soon, where he might meet other European leaders. But not everyone's thrilled. Some EU leaders, like France's industry minister, worried Meloni's solo trip might fracture European unity. Others see her as a vital bridge to Trump. Either way, she's walking a tightrope, balancing Italy's interests, EU solidarity, and her unique bond with Trump. Will Meloni's diplomacy pave the way for a US-EU trade deal, or are we headed for more tariff turbulence?